Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Barcast TV and to another episode of Mastering the Early Game. Today we're going to be analyzing Randy's open on Cirolata and take a look at the steps he takes to arrive in the mid game in a proper position with a balanced economy, expanded across the map, decent radar coverage, strong unit composition, so everything you really need to know to have a strong 1v1 game. And so this is what we do. We just steal these steal these top players' builds, and today it just so happens to be Randy. And let me introduce the map a little bit before we get underway. This is Cirolata, and we don't see too many 1v1 games on this map, but I think this is a really strong map. It's got a lot of open terrain, a lot of ways to rotate, some great mechs distribution, and this interesting ramps along this outside sea for amphibious units to move up and down. So a lot of playability, a lot of variations and strategies, even though we've the lack of games, we haven't seen the full development of what this map can hold for us. So let's go ahead and get underway. I'll unpause the replay and take a look at Randy's starting position, or just note he's chosen to spawn on this high ground, unlike his opponent Rock on the other side of the map, who's chosen to spawn on this low ground. So that's just one little variation so far. You can spawn in several locations on this map based off of where the actual box is. I think it's like somewhere like that. So pretty interesting to see that little deviation so far. These mexes are a little closer together, so you don't have to walk with your commander. But these mexes here, obviously you have this nice high ground plateau to defend your main base with. So pretty interesting. Randy's chosen to go for this high ground plateau and might start doing the same. I've asked myself the same question. So interesting to see even these two high level players still haven't figured out which one is the best, or have some differences in their playstyle. So pretty standard here. This is a very high wind map, 25 average wind speed and a low percent risk. So we're going to go two mexes into two wind turbines, and looks like Randy's going to go for a little bit of a walk. Cap his third mex, and we'll see if he adds another a third wind turbine before going into bot lab. And he's going to be adding on a lot more, so looks like he's going to go up to 5 wind turbines before bot lab or vehicle. I'm not sure which one he's chosen to go on this map. Pretty interesting spacing here. Or just architecture, SimCity of this main base. Notice how he's got the spacing on these wind turbines. Can't really harp on this enough. Randy's been doing this a lot in his games, and this prevents the chain reaction from with these windmills to get damaged and start exploding. You won't lose all your economy just to a single unit taking out wind turbines in your main base. So it looks like we're going with the bot lab open, so I'll just pause it. So we go 2 mexes, 2 wind turbines, 3 more wind turbines into bot lab. So pretty great open. We haven't seen what he's queued up yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be sheet mega map broken. So we all know Rock's position on this map. I think this is a great map, honestly. So it looks like we went for construction bot first and to 3 more wind turbines, and then we're going to be assisting the factory. So Randy really emphasizing this power production here so he can stand here and assist his factory. And I believe he's going to be making a radar here. So check out the radar coverage here, and I'll just point out that if we make a radar in the main base, notice how much of the coverage is actually obscured by the terrain. Not to mention how far back it is on the map, and if we choose to add this radar here, how much more of this, how much better coverage we actually end up getting, and how much farther into the actual map it is. So just for the great radar placement, and then he's going to be expanding and capping these mexes on the left side of the main base with this first construction bot. So not quite a blind expand. I'm sure he's going to be making some grunts out of this factory here soon to protect that. And we see we see one rover coming into the main base here, so should end up getting a mex or two. So far we've gone 3 construction bots out of the bot lab first. First construction bot adds on a radar, expands to the left side. Our second bot is adding on these wind turbines, and we'll take a look at what this third construction bot does. It's like it's queued up to looks like it's queued up to assist the factory. Randy's offering his dissatisfaction with the Rock's build order here, choosing to go for these early rovers. And I think I actually missed a build order on this, so we have two grunts out and a little deviation. I'm sure Randy didn't want to have to add on this additional remake this metal extractor with this construction bot, and he's gonna remake this construction bot and then assist the factory, and then still just adding on build power to assist the spot lab. So I'll pause the replay and just take a note. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4 construction bots, sorry, 5 construction bots before our commander steps out of the main base, and he's going to be going down here and capping these mexes. And notice how we still haven't added on any LLTs. So really just using this radar coverage and the grunt positioning to defend these expanding construction bots. And something I've said before in a previous replay is if you don't feel comfortable with your own micro with reacting properly to these, you can of course deviate these opens here. Like you could very well just add an LLT immediately down here with this construction bot and then start capping the mexes. So change up this build as you see fit, really just depending on your skill level and how you're comfortable. So we see this first expanding construction bot is going to be going and capping these additional 2 mexes in the back, and I'm curious to know what the additional build order is after that. We have one more construction bot is adding on a forward radar, capping this mex, and notice the positioning on this LLT right in the center of the choke point here, so just really getting the maximum out of that attack radius there, trying to defend that choke point. And just like in previous videos, we'll pause the replay or end this replay analysis around the 20 mass income mark, so don't want to go too far into the game. Of course, every game's a special little snowflake, so things could deviate so wildly, so not too far into the game. So really this is more about the broad brush strokes of how to expand on this map, what to do with your commander, how to balance the economy. And this is a really greedy open, I'd say. Like finally starting to produce these grunts, and look how we have on repeat. Looks like 5 grunts, 1 construction bot on repeat out of the factory for now. And we have 1, 2, 3 expanding construction bots less than 4 minutes into the game, and we've even stepped outside of the main base with our commander. Finally capping these mexes, adding on some wind turbines. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't add on some LLTs right in that location and continued walking to the left side of the map. And that's something interesting to discuss. Like obviously, like we can split map either like top bottom or left right, and it seems rather natural to move and try and split this map down the middle this way. So I'm assuming Randy's commander is going to be going over here trying to cap this second main over here and trying to get that economy into his main base. So any other thing to know, we have this forward radar continuing to add on wind turbines. I'm wondering why Randy's making these wind turbines with his commander here. He just wants that extra power, and still just has 2 construction bots in the main base assisting this factory. So really trying to get those grunts out. We have this on repeat, so 5 grunts to 1 construction bot. Really good mix in this early game here, and as he's able to expand his economy and get more mass income, he'll naturally be creating additional construction bots to start assisting this factory and getting more build power. And notice how this additional construction bot, it just goes to assist the factory. So no more expanding engineers for now. Looks like we're going to be capping this mex with this third construction bot, and has this really nice forward radar position and no LLTs. So really, really great radar coverage so far. This extends nearly quite a ways past the midpoint of the map, and this radar coverage of course gives you great control over the center. So you can see Rock's units moving in this way, moving in this direction, units moving in here. So really great positioning on the radars. I don't want to pay too much attention to these construction bots, or excuse me, those grunts on the other side of the map, and how they're attacking their opponent. Looks like as soon as this LLT gets moved up or starts constructing, Randy's moving these grunts to the center here, just defending this lane. And we'll take a note. Yeah, so here in this, I'll pause the replay. Got a lot of different things happening. So looks like this commander came down here, capped these 3 mexes, added on 2 wind turbines, and then two more guard towers. And look at this building position. Actually, I mean, you could make these LLTs anywhere, but of course they're not outside each other's own attack radius, and they're a little bit outside of this triangle here. So kind of defending those mexes as best they can, not letting units get close to them. And still, we're up to 4 construction bots assisting this factory, 5 minutes into the game, and that's from this steady production of grunts and construction bots. So really nice play so far. So you've got a decent grunt army, about 12 grunts, 5 minutes into the game. Well, we've lost a couple on the other side of the map, but 12 grunts kind of defending Randy's half of the map. We still have the 3 expanding construction bots, and our commander has moved to this second main over here, not before adding on a 4th radar. So pretty cool to see. Take a note if he's adding on any more LLTs, and we see one going up just now. We have this LLT on this little plateau here defending this radar and mechs. And it looks like this construction bot is going to be moving to, or expanding to, the right side of the map along with the commander. So really trying to use the build power of the commander to increase his economy on these larger macro maps. And I really like this play, actually. I was kind of confused on this map exactly how to play this. This is great to see Randy's interpretation of what to do on this map. So we're getting close to ending this. We're actually at like plus 30 income. I think that's actually a decent spot to end this at. I mean, we have what unit composition he's going for. We've taken a note of the radar positions. So initial one in the main base, we have this one on this far left side. This is a really natural position for a radar right here. And then Randy, I've noticed, he'll blind expand with his commander, but not before adding a radar into these newer areas. So great to see. Great to kind of note that. And look how sparse these LLTs, right? So we just have this one on this left side, and then in the middle here, this kind of vulnerable area. I mean, units could move in through here or here. And these LLTs do a great job of defending these 3 mexes here, while allowing you to react with your own grunts. So pretty cool to see. And just one final word, just the build order on this factory here. So 5 grunts to 1 construction bot seems like a great ratio here. We see one of these construction bots moving towards the center, so he finally wants to start capping these after moving more than halfway past this quadrant here. So he's able to move into the second main and start expanding this direction. He's got his side of the map, or his quarter of the map, already completely expanded to, and is then finally using a construction bot to contest the middle of the board here. So he's going to be adding on, I'm assuming that's a radar, yeah, exactly. So blind expanding with the construction bot, but not before adding on a radar here in the middle. So really cool to see Randy's style on this map, and I hope this helps you all in your future games. I know it will for me. If you like these kinds of replay analysis, please let me know. Like the video, leave a comment. If there's any other maps you want to see done, let me know, and see you in the next video.